Hello, I'm going to be talking about Paul Revere's Midnight Ride and what led up to it. Paul Revere's Midnight Ride and what led up to it. What led up to Paul Revere's Midnight Ride was that the British were going to attack us, and the whole reason how we found out about that was we had some spies that would go over to England by the boats and get information. And then, so we then found out that the British were going to come and attack us, but we didn't know when, where, how, what day. So we posted a guy in the top of a church tower, at the top where the bell is, and that he had 2 lanterns. 2. If he held up one lantern, the British would be coming by land, which I don't understand that quite well. I had to take a boat to land. But anywho. And then he held up 2 lanterns if it were to be by sea. Which either way it'd be by sea, so. And that would be how they knew when the British were coming. Where they were coming, how they were coming. And, we didn't have very many guns back then at all. We had, like, what few we got from some of the guards that were, like, at the dock and other places. That's all the guns we had. We didn't have very many at all. Back in the day, the Americas didn't have very many guns. I'm sorry, I keep saying we. Back in the day, the Americas didn't really have any guns, hardly, at all. Very few. And we were pretty much a country that would that only had pitchforks and shovels and other tools of farming, and that's what we used to kind of defend them off. And one late night, the guy in the church tower held up 2 lanterns. Paul Revere was watching, where he was supposed to, and he started, after he saw the guy in the tower holding up the 2 lanterns, Paul Revere started running through town, screaming, yelling, not screaming, yelling that the British were coming by sea, the British are coming by sea, and he kept going through that all the way through the town. But he never made it to, he didn't make it to where he was going. He didn't ever get to make it to where he was going. The British captured him, took his horse, so he had to walk all the way back to Boston. And once he got back to Boston, he was there to hear the first shots of the American Revolution, which that stinks that was what we had to hear. American Revolution was pretty much what led up to our freedom. But he got back just in time to hear the first shot of the American Revolution. But there was fun fact: the first 2 people he warned about the British were coming were John Hancock and Samuel Adams. They were the first 2 people to sign the Declaration of Independence. That's why John Hancock was the first person to sign it. Samuel Adams the second. And that's why when people say put your John Hancock on it, I mean that's because he was the first person to sign the Declaration of Independence. So. That's where that saying comes from. But, that's besides the point. And this was all in Lexington, Massachusetts. This is where this happened in. And the date of when, like, Paul Revere's Midnight Ride, happened was, April 18th. I had to look at my notes. April 18th, 1775. That's also the same year the Battle of Bunker Hill happened. That was a battle of where the British were standing on the bottom of the hill trying to shoot upwards while we were shooting downwards. Their logic wasn't logicking very well, but the British would stand, I'm just going to explain a little bit of it. The British would stand at the bottom of the hill while we had the high ground at the time. We were shooting downhill at them, they were shooting uphill at them, just standing in the line formation. I'm like, why would you stand in a line formation if you're shooting somebody? I'm sorry, bitch. I mean, it's kind of a duh. And they'd slowly move forward and not even shoot. It didn't make any sense. But, British were crazy. like a boo, you know. But that's besides the point. That was just a little explanation of Bunker Hill. But the British thought they were going to be smart and outsmart us when they were going to host the attack. I thought they were going to be real smart and attack us. Nobody would know at all. But we did know because we had spies, so the British thought they were smart. But they weren't. They weren't smart. I'm not saying anything bad about England now. If anybody British sees this, I'm not meaning anything mean by it. Country's amazing. I want to go see it one day. That's besides the point. But the British thought they were real smart about their attacking us and all that, and they were not. Trust me, they were not. We outsmarted them a lot. But that's besides the point. And I'm about to wrap up this video. This video was pretty much about Paul Revere's Midnight Ride and what led up to it. I thank everybody for watching, and I hope you have a great day. And this is Neil and Cosby. Bye now.